morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here, Team Toyota of Princeton, to check out this brand new 2024 Toyota bZ4x electric vehicle. This is the XLE trim with all-wheel drive, so that means we got a dual motor setup in this bZ4x. The color here, heavy metal. Then we have an all-black Softex fabric combo seats. So you let me know, this is kind of the battery electric vehicle Toyota really didn't want to build. They teamed up with Subaru because they had to, for compliance with federal regulations, to build a battery electric vehicle. On the Subaru side, it's called the Solterra. On the Toyota side, it's called the bZ4x. So if you're in the market for an EV, would you put this on your list to check out? Let me know as we go through the vehicle. So let's dig in. Front end of our bZ4x in the heavy metal color, full spread of LED lighting up front, functional side air curtains, Toyota badge in the middle, and we do have functionality down below on the grille to let that cold air into that lithium-ion battery pack to cool it down when you're on the road. And then we're going to go with a different color on the front and around the wheel well, same with the back. So we're going to go with like a darker gray there, maybe even a black. And then with our wheel and tire setup, we're going to have an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Toyota badge on the center cap. The wheels are wrapped in Bridgestone Turanza all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, electronically controlled all-wheel drive. Moving on out. Again, the heavy metal color with the darker charcoal gray black color around the wheel wells. Let me know what you think. More conservative look than if you went with a lighter color. As we move on in closer, gloss black side view mirrors. Here is the EV charge port, which we'll go over a little bit later. Color match front and rear door handle. And then up top, we're going to go with color matched roof, gloss black on the roof rails, and then that fixed glass roof. Rear end of the bZ4x, no wiper on the back glass. It's all swooped down to channel air across it to increase range. We have a full spread of LED lighting in the back as well, except for your turn signals. Those are standard bulbs. bZ4x right there, Toyota badge in the middle. BEV for battery electric vehicle on the left, all-wheel drive on the right, and then flat black down around the rear bumper area. We are under the hood of the bZ4x, and we do not have a front-mounted trunk. We got all the motor battery action up here for this battery electric vehicle. So we have a 72.8 kilowatt hour, 355 volt lithium ion battery pack, mated to a 1-speed direct drive EV transmission, dual motor setup here in this for electronically controlled all-wheel drive, 214 horsepower, 248 pound-feet of torque. Your MPGs, 114 in the city, 94 on the highway, 104 combined. We are at the left front fender at our charge port. And what do we got going on here? Up top, we got our level 2 charger. On the bottom, we got our DC fast charger. So on a full charge, this is going to deliver approximately 228 miles of range. Of course, that all depends on the weather, driving conditions, your driving habits. Now, to get to that 228 miles, what are our charging times? Well, at a level 2 charger at home, we're looking at about 11 hours on this bZ4x. And at a DC fast charger, 10% to 80%, you can get about 160 miles of range in 35 minutes. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price for the 24 bZ4x XLE all-wheel drive, $45,150. This vehicle does have a bunch of options on it, which we'll go over when we check out the window sticker. But once we add those in, and a destination of delivery fee of $1,395 from Toyota's Aichi, Japan assembly plant, we have a total MSRP from the factory of $49,113. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move on in closer. We're going to go black soft touch all the way across the top. Then we're going to have more black soft touch, super soft armrests though. We do have gloss black all over the area around your door handle and the switch gear, so be careful. Black door handle down below. Fairly skinny door pocket, but not bad. And then we have our standard audio system into our footbox. Nice large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the cargo area at this time. We do have a nice illuminated bZ4x door sill plate to welcome you to the vehicle. Seating wise, we're going to have full power with lumbar for the driver, manual assist for the front passenger. Then you have your black Softex with fabric inserts, gray cross stitch. So that's how they're rocking in the XLE, but it is nice and soft. Front passenger door panel, same as the driver. As we move on to our dash, we have a fabric dash, which I'm not so sure about, into your heat and air vent, and no glove box, which I think is another problem. Infotainment system time, we have Toyota's 12.3-inch multimedia system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, built-in nav, but that's subscription only. Then we do have our music controls where you have your Sirius XM as well as AM and FM radio stations. You can Bluetooth your phone. You have your vehicle settings where you can set up your charging schedule, trip information, get your vehicle alerts. General settings where you can set up your driver profile, set up your Wi-Fi hotspot, get over-the-air updates. It is a touchscreen and it is very responsive. And then we can go back here. Now, if we go to reverse, we have an okay backup camera, no trajectory. It's an older camera. And with an EV, you really should have a much better camera than this. We'll go back to park. And now down below, we have dual climate, which is nice. And then we also have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. And then we also have a heated steering wheel, and they can be hooked in with your climate system, which is nice touch. Here on the left, we can brighten dim the dash, trip odometer, push button start, 4-way hazards with 2 heat and air vents. But then we have a whole lot of gloss black here on this bZ. So up here you have your electric emergency brake, your 1-pedal drive on-off, auto vehicle hold on-off. Here's the dial for this 1-speed direct drive transmission. We have eco mode, we have our X modes. Can you tell it's part Subaru? Right? Traction control off, X mode action comes up right here on your dash that doubles as a head-up display. So you have your snow, dirt, deep snow, mud, or off. So that's how that's going to rock right there. Now look at all this gloss black. This is going to get fingerprints. It's going to get dusty. It can get scratched, so be careful. But underneath here, if you hit this, you have your wireless charging pad. Now, we have 2 cup holders with a trim ring, the Toyota key fob right here. Lock, unlock, pop the tailgate, panic button, Toyota badge on the bottom. Nice and light. And then we do have a pretty soft armrest. We can open this up and we have a larger area for storage. So since we don't have the glove box, we do have a floating center console. So underneath there, as you can see, you got 2 USB-Cs, 1 for either passenger, a 12-volt, and then an area to store stuff. That's a fabric line so stuff won't slide around. So that's what they give you instead of the glove box. bZ4x steering wheel. We have a leather wrap wheel. Feels good. Cross stitch. Round bottom wheel. And I have a real problem getting in and out of this vehicle without my legs or knees hitting the steering wheel, getting in or out. And I have the seat set for my driving position. It's in the lowest setting. It's about halfway back, I would say, and it's still really low. So I'm not a fan of this. It does tilt and telescope, but look how low it goes. And that's only as high it goes. And then, of course, if you're my height, you can see underneath the steering wheel to see your dash, which doubles as your head-up display. But if you're right in the eye line, it's a little bit blocked. The Toyota badge is on the horn button. We have controls here for telephone voice commands, volume, the digital dash, adaptive cruise on the right with your modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music. On the left stalk, we have our headlight controls. On the right, we have our windshield wipers. Down here on the left, you have your adaptive high beams on or off. You can pop the tailgate. Now, the dash is this smaller 7-inch dash that doubles as your head-up display. So we'll jump over the steering wheel and we'll try to get it this way. So now when we take a look at what we can do, we have additional information. We can scroll down, and then some of these have additional menus you can go across the top on to see exactly what you want to see when you're going down the road. Overhead console, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, the button that says door is pushed in and left in. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out, SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. Then you have the button for your shade on the fixed glass roof. So you can hit that and it opens up, but the glass will not open. And it goes all the way back over the rear seat passengers, and then you can hit the button to close. I would rather have a roof with glass that opens, but let me know what you think about this glass roof. Rear view mirror, we have a framed rear view mirror, auto dim, and then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? No, but you get an extension. Getting in the back of the bZ4X, the first rear door panel, we got some serious tint on the rear windows, as you can see. Soft touch, more gloss black, but the vibe is the same front to back. I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll jump on in. Nice flat roof, so it's easy to get in. Close the door, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". The soft text all the way down, seat pocket behind the driver and the front passenger. Then our rear center console, we have 2 USB-Cs and 2 heat and air vents. As we come around to the back seats, same action with the soft text fabric combination, nice and soft, feels good. And then our armrest, open that up, semi-soft, 2 cup holders, an area to slide your phone. But overall, in the back of bZ4X, it is quite comfortable. Knees ride a little high because of the battery pack, but otherwise it's pretty good. Getting in the cargo area, opening up the tailgate of bZ4X, you can pop it from the key fob, you can pop it from the dash, or you can come to the back and right underneath your Toyota badge, there's a button. You hit it, beeps a couple of times. Nice electric assist on the way up. Nice electric assist on the way down using this button. Now, with the rear seats up, 27.7 cubic feet of cargo space. In the back of bZ4X, we do have our all-season bZ4X floor mat in here. Underneath here, we do have some extra storage. And then underneath this panel, we have storage for tools. And then we do have some cutouts on either side for a little extra room. We do have the tonneau cover, which is removable. And then to get the rear seats down, no problem. Just lean forward if your arms are long enough. Hit the lever and push them down. If they're not, just go around each door. Now, with the rear seats down and this tonneau cover out, we're looking at 56.9 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this bZ4X. Window sticker, here we go. Zoom on in, bZ4X 2024 heavy metal, government safety ratings. There's your MPGEs. Standard equipment. There are the options. Total vehicle MSRP. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're on the road on this 24 bZ4X XLE all-wheel drive. And right off the bat, you got great visibility out the windshield, side view mirrors, rear view mirror, no problem. Back glass, no problem. We have Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 in here, so you get blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that jazz in here for safety. I have exterior LED lights up front and out back for safety as well. The vehicle very well damped. It is very smooth on the road. But then again, it's a heavy vehicle because of these electric batteries and with a lower center of gravity, so it should be smoother on the road. They have really beefy 60 series sidewalls to soak up any bumps that you may run into as you're driving down the road. No problem at all. The brakes, stops nice and straight, and now we'll take off. And it jumps to it right away. Is it as fast as other EVs? No. But with this dual motor setup, with the electronically controlled all-wheel drive, it gets off the line much quicker than if it was a single motor only. 214 on the horsepower, 248 in the torque. Not the biggest numbers. The range, 228 estimated on a full charge, not the most. But it gets off the line just fine, and it handles just fine. And at the end of the day, is it the most competitive vehicle in the EV market? Price for what you get? No. But then again, it is a compliance vehicle. And what I mean by that is, if you listen to the Toyota chairman, they really don't want to build battery electric vehicles. That's not their thing. That's why you see Toyota hybridizing their entire fleet of vehicles. They believe that, at least right now, people want hybrids. Gas engines with electric batteries to get more horsepower, to get better gas mileage. And that's why you see Toyota hybridizing their entire fleet of vehicles. So basically, once all the 2025 Toyotas are out in the market, there won't be any gas-only Toyotas left. They'll all be hybrids, and then they'll have this one EV, and that way they can comply with government regulations, and they won't need to build any more fully electric cars, and they can just stick with this. That's what I'm getting when I read what the Toyota chairman said in his latest interview. But turning radius here, it's wide. 20 feet shouldn't be this wide. It'll get around the road here just fine because this is a wide road. And now we can just hit it because we don't have to worry about an engine breaking in. We don't have one, baby. And it really gets up and goes off the line with this dual motor setup. So it does feel better than the last one of these that I drove. That's for sure. We're gonna stop up here and we'll try her again once this guy gets by me. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. And we're right up to speed, no problem. You're not gonna have any issue getting out of a tight jam in this vehicle, merging onto the highway, no problem at all. Avoiding squirrels in the road, no sweat for this baby. Ah. So now we're gonna hit this right turn at a more enthusiastic speed on the brakes, and it just dives right in, no problem. Now your all-season tires are gonna let it down, but it handles well, it rides well, it does a nice job. It's just not as competitive with range, with charge times, with room, with power as some of your other EVs, and it's a $50,000 EV at the end of the day. So you let me know if you are in the EV game, if you are looking for an EV. There's a ton to choose from at a lot of different price points, all of them pretty expensive. So would you look at this bZ4X or its sister vehicle, the Subaru Solterra, if you're in the EV game looking for something fully electric? Or is this not going to do it for you? Let me know. Put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Team Toyota of Princeton for allowing the channel access to this 2024 Toyota bZ4X XLE all-wheel drive in heavy metal for a review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also consider subscribing. Turn on that notification bell so you'll never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.